Now topic covered energy resource, renewable energy and non-renewable energy for and for also alternative energy resources. The power generation of energy consumption of the crucial to economic development of the economy our nation. There are wide disparities per capita energy use for development the developing nations. The very original form of the energy technology probably was the fire produce heat and early man used to cooking the heating purpose. Wind and hydropower has also be used in the innovation of the steam engineer. The replaced of the burning of the woody coal and coal was further replaced by the oil. The oil producing has started twisting up the arms of the developed as well as the developing countries. Energy resources are primarily divided into two categories renewable and renewable energy resources. In the inevitable truth, now there are urgent need for the thinking in the terms of alternative source for energies. The solar energy. Is the solar energy is needs for equipment such as solar heat collector, solar cells, solar cooker, solar water heater, and solar furnace and solar power plants and solar power plants. And also the wind energy is also on hydropower energy, tidal energy, ocean and thermal energy, and geothermal energy and biogas and biofuel energies. They are recently invented. The energy like input the economic growth, and there is a close link. The power generation and energy consumption are the crucial to the economic development. The self-sufficiency in energy supplies and protecting the environment from the adverse impact of utilizing energies. The accelerated the exploitation of domestic conventional energy resources, oil and coal and hydro and nuclear powers. The most of the exploration of to achieve the indigenous production of oil and gas, the efficient management for the demand and oil and other forms of energies. To formulate efficient method of energy conservation and management, the development of the exploitation of renewable source of energy to meet organization of the training for personnel engaged at the various levels in the energy, the government and private partnership to exploit the natural resources. The renewable resources, the resource that can be replenished through rapid natural cycles are known as the renewable resources. These resources are uh, able to increase their abundance through reproduction and utilization of the simple substances. Example of renewable resources are plants, crops, forests, and animals. Some of the example of renewable resource through they do not have life cycle but can be woody and wood products, pulp products, and natural rubbers and fibers. Non-renewable resource, the resource can be replenished through natural process known as the non-renewable resource. These are available in limited amounts which cannot be increased. These resources include the fossil fuels, petrol, coal, and nuclear energy resources. Once the non-renewable resource consumed, it is gone forever. Then we have to substitute to do without it. The non-renewable resources can be further divided into two categories: recyclable and non-recyclable. These are recyclable resource. These are the non-renewable resource which can be collected after they are used for can be recycled. These are mainly non-energy mineral resources which occur in the earth crust for the aluminium, copper, and mercury etc. Non-recyclable resource, these are the non-recyclable resources which cannot be recycled in any way. Example other the fossil fuels and nuclear energy sources. Example uranium which provide 90% of our energy requirement. Use of the alternative energy resource. There is a need develop renewable energy resource which available could be utilized for solar and wind which source which could be created and utilized. The main renewable energy resources are India, the solar and wind. The ideal waste and the biomass are the resource which are agriculture related like wood, bagasse, cow dung and seeds. Idle energy. India has the total hydro energy potential about nearly 1.5 lakh megawatts, which only about 20% of installed the small hydro plants potential is the about 1500 megawatts of energy it's produce. Wind energy is the power potential in India about nearly 45,000 megawatt, out of which capacity to it is an 8,748 megawatt the electricity is producing. India is the one of the leading countries generating the power through wind energy. In the Gujarat, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan are the states having the more than nearly 5,000 megawatts of energy potential it's produced. Their potential could be improved the technology putting the turbines in the seas. There are the wind farms on the sea generating is the nearly 160 megawatts of power to be produced. Another energy is geothermal energy. Geothermal energy is the thermal energy generated stored in the earth. The thermal energy is the energy that determines the temperature matters. Earth geothermal energy originates from the original formation of the planets with the 20%. Radioactive decay minerals it is an 80%. Geothermal power is the cost effective, reliable, sustainable and environmentally friendly, but has the historically been limited to areas near the tectonic plates of the boundaries. Another energy is ocean thermal energy conversion. It is the OTAC. It's the ocean thermal energy conversion is the difference between the cooler, deep and warmer, shallow surface of the ocean's waters and run heat the energy produced and useful work. The usually in this form of electricity, a heat engines gives the greater efficiency and power when run with a large temperatures difference the global amounts of the energy that are 10 to 100 times to greater than the other ocean energy options such as the wave power. Next, another energy is the biomass energy. Is the oldest means the energy used for the humans in the long with solar energy. The biomass could be used for generate the steam or power. The power is generated using for the rice husk and in Andhra Pradesh. The India has the potential nearly 3,500 megawatt watts of the bagasse the energy produced. The another one is biofuels. India is the more than 50 million hectares of the wastelands which could be utilized for cultivating of the fuel plants. Jatropha is the one of the option which can be planted on the arid lands and sand be used for production of the biofuels. The solar energy. India being the tropical country with the potential to use for solar energy on the commercial basis. According to the estimate, nearly 35 megawatts of power could be generated from the 1 square kilometers. The solar energy has the bright future for energy resource for the development of the country. The initial cost of the biggest but limitation which has been led to low realization of its potential will be required for research, cheap technology and also the low capital. Problem related to the energy resource mainly for the global warming, acid rains, dangerous posed by lead to the fuels and oil spills, water pollution caused by poorly managed coal mines and air pollutions. Alternative energies, initial cost of establishment alternative energies, maintenance of the then conventional resource, maintenance of these structures is difficult. It requires more space, energy supply for the unpredictable during the natural calamities. Thank you.